Hey guys, it's Rush. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This video today, I'm looking at Ken's Street Fighter 6 super moves. So he's level 1, he's level 2, he's level 3 supers. I will explain how they're used in matches, we'll look at the properties, and we'll go through some practical examples. So to go over the properties, rather than talking about the properties, I thought let me put together a graphic that explains the most important things about the moves. So the way this information is laid out, level 1 super is here, level 2 super is here, level 3 super is here. And down the side we've got different properties. These are the properties that I want to talk about in regards to each super. So let's start with level 1 super. So level 1 super, you'll see this here at the top. What this means is if you land level 1 super against someone, they will lose half a drive gauge. So this is an important property with supers in this game. If you actually do successfully land a super against somebody, you drain their drive gauge. That's a powerful thing super does in this game. So level 1 super, that will drain half of one drive stock. The move itself is 7 frame startup. In terms of invincibility, it has strike and throw invincibility only. It will lose to projectiles. If you're not sure on what invincibility means, it basically means if this move is done whilst an attack, a strike, be it a normal or a special, throw, be it a normal throw or a special throw, is active, the super wins in that situation. There is no trade, it just outright beats it. But if a projectile is on the screen, this will not beat a projectile. This has actually changed from the beta. In beta 1 I think it was, level 1 super did beat projectiles as well, but it doesn't anymore, they've removed that. So it's got really good startup, but it will lose to projectiles, so it's not an anti-projectile tool. The range on it is good. It's not something you want to use as a raw whiff punish in my opinion, but it can be done. So if somebody whiffs right in front of you, you can use level 1 super to whiff punish. Might be an idea in regards to a drive impact that whiffs, because one property with all supers in this game is they all will crush or break drive impact. It will actually armor break drive impact if the super connects before drive impact connects. So you could use this to whiff punish / beat drive impact as well. It's got enough range to maybe catch it, the drive impact whiffs. It's also a fantastic anti-air. It's really good as an anti-air. So you can anti-air to people jumping forwards, cross cut. You can do neutral jump punishes with this if they jump above your head. So it's really good in that aspect. And if you're cornered and they jump at you and use it as an anti-air, you will escape the corner because this side swaps as well. So that's a really powerful aspect of this as an anti-air. It does more damage and ODDP as well, so you can consider this as a round ender when it comes to an anti-air finish. This super cannot be cancelled from any other specials. This is specifically special, so it cannot be cancelled from any special into it itself. So you must be wary of that. If you go into a special move and you want to go for a super, you don't want to do level 1 super. It can, however, be cancelled from normal. So as you would cancel a normal into a special, crouch medium kick, stand heavy punch for example, those are the common ones. You can cancel level 1, level 2 and level 3 super from normals, but this is specifically special cancels. Level 1 cannot be special cancelled into. So level 2, you can see here it drains one whole stock of drive, which is nice. It does obviously cost 2 bars now. That was 1 bar of super, this is 2 bars of super gauge. This is a 6 frame startup move. That's fantastic startup, really good. Combine that with the range being very good, you've got a deadly punish option here. 6 frame startup, anything that's -6 or worse on block and it's in range but not super close, this will punish. The range is fantastic, it's really good as a raw punish. It doesn't have any real invincibility to consider. The notes do state it has invincibility on the first frame, full invincibility, but there's not really anywhere practical I could think of you're going to use that. So I wouldn't use it to beat moves, to anti-air, to beat projectiles. I wouldn't bother, to be honest. So be careful with that. Speaking of anti-airs, this is not an anti-air. Don't think because it's got good range you can use it in an anti-air. If they press a button, it will beat it clean, so it's not an anti-air. In regards to special cancels, I found that you can cancel to level 2 from OD Jinrai. Any OD Jinrai kick and OD Fireball. OD Jinrai does more damage if you want to spend bar before you go into level 2, so consider that rather than OD Fireball. But you can do OD Fireball into level 2. Last but not least, level 3. Level 3 drains a bar and a half of the opponent's drive gauge. Level 3 itself costs 3 gauges of super, your whole super stock when fully stocked. 7 frame startup, it hasn't got the best range, so it's not really used as a whiff punish or a punish on block, but it has got a lot of invincibility, and full invincibility from frames 1 to 18 of its animation, from the very first frame to frame 18. It's fully invincible. In terms of its usage, you'll be using it as a combo ender. You will be using it as an anti-air as well. You may be cancelling anti-air DP into it as an anti-air. That is an option as well. That will lead to a non-cinematic animation, which allows you for additional juggles. The damage is debatable. Sometimes it's better, sometimes generally it's not as good as the cinematic version. As an anti-air, as mentioned, yeah, it can be used as an anti-air. You can go from DP into level 3. You can just do raw level 3. You can use level 3 as a crosscut, neutral jump, punish, just as a normal anti-air if they jump at you and you want to do it facing forwards. It can be used in that manner, but it's mainly used as like a round ender in my opinion because of the damage output that you get. Special cancels, this cancels off pretty much everything in terms of special, so all of your DPs including the run DP, regular fireball, OD fireball, and all Jinrai kicks you can cancel into level 3, so it's good to know that. In terms of usage, level 1, level 2, level 3 I do use as combo enders. I use it as a combo ender where I don't want to spend drive meter but I want damage. As mentioned, level 1 can get me out of the corner and can be used as an anti-air. Level 2, if I want to get good damage, I'll use it as a combo ender. It actually does surprisingly good damage in my opinion, especially if you combine it with, you know, an OD move before you cancel. It's really good from that perspective. Level 3, again as mentioned, is like kind of my cash out. If I need a massive amount of damage or if I need to kill, I will spend level 3. Something about level 3s in this game, and you probably know this, if you're low on health, your level 3 will no longer show level 3, it will actually switch to CA. In this scenario, the move has an additional sequence in its animation. In the cinematic where it does more damage, it actually drains 2 full bars of drive gauge if you get a CA version of level 3. So there's that to note as well. But in a nutshell, that is each super and how I feel they're used when playing Ken. Okay, so with the boring part out of the way, the talking part, let's look at the practical examples. The first example I'll look at is Ken jumping in at me with jump heavy punch, and I look to anti-air it with both level 1 and level 3. And you can see it beats it clean. It beats it clean. As mentioned, I also get out of the corner because of the side switch. So level 3 can be used as an anti-air. You want to do it from a crouching position and as late as possible like you would a normal DP. But really powerful, really strong option, nets massive damage. So the second recording I've got is Ken neutral jumping. You'll see how level 1, level 3 still anti-air even if they neutral jump as well. So this next example, I'm going to get the Ken to do sweep on block, and I'm going to do a level 2 super max range, used as a raw punish for the sweep. Sweep is -10 on block. You can see how powerful this is as a punish. Max range or distant range, 6 frame startup punish. It's going to punish most things that are unsafe, that are -6 and worse, even at a distance on block. Level 1 also has the potential to do this, but as mentioned, it's not as good range as level 2, but it's still pretty good. So this situation I'm going to present to you now is Ken doing chin buster, no delay, true string, into medium Jinrai and then low kick. There are frame traps here and there's gaps from minor situations, so chin buster on block, it's punishable. It's heavily minus on block. But because the Ken is going from the heavy punch of Chin Buster into medium Jinrai, it's actually frame traps. So it's a minus situation, a punishable situation, that's been turned into a frame trap because of the follow-up. But you can actually punish both the Chin Buster on block and any potential follow-ups with level 1 super. The reason this works is because level 1 super has strike invincibility. If I try and press a button, you can see the medium Jinrai is counter hitting me. But if I look to punish Chin Buster, because it's negative on block, heavily negative, my punish actually punishes a cancel into the follow-up. I can also do this from medium Jinrai into the low kick as well. The exact same principle. You can even use level 3 super in the exact same way as a punish. We spoke about cancels, so cancels into level 2. And also level 3 cancels. Don't forget that juggles can go into any super. A juggle is not the same as a cancel. This also applies with the Jinrai kick juggles in the corner. Generally, if you go for a juggle, all 3 supers do land, but there are some situations where certain supers, level 1 and sometimes level 3, don't connect. The final point, I spoke about level 3 non-animation version and juggles after the non-animation version. Generally mid-screen, if you don't want to spend bar, you will just do heavy punch DP. If you want to spend bar, you can do OD Dragon Lash into heavy DP. In the corner you'll get slightly different juggles, so you can do a light punch DP into medium DP for no bar, and if you want to spend bar you can do a light punch DP into OD DP. With the non-cinematic level 3 version, you've got to be careful when you go for long combos where there's lots of juggles. Sometimes the double DP combo doesn't work and sometimes Dragon Lash will miss. In those situations where you go for the long juggle combos into level 3, generally your combo ends with a heavy punch DP or an OD DP. And that's it guys, that's the video. Hopefully that's been informative. A lot of information, but I wanted to share all my thoughts when it came to Ken Supers, how it's used and the properties. Any questions, any queries, as always, give me a shout. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.